All right. It's been a minute since I've been live. Just been a little bit busy. Still probably too tired to be streaming tonight, but I figured I probably should. Let's see if we can find a group. Let's see, 24 rogue slash 17 LE slash 9 Pally. I think it's a 9. Should probably put this ore in the bank. Don't need to be carrying that around. Oh shit, that's right. Forgot about that. Which food do I have? I'm good on food. Let's go hang out by the fire and see if I can find a group. Let's see here. Finder. Yeah. Not really much going on group-wise. Oh. Hey, all right, there we go. All right, perfect. Let's see if I can get a sew. Alright, trying to get a sew before I head out because fuck walking. I asked for a sew. I didn't even see there's anyone who could do it. Right here. No? No? Alright. Okay, heading out to Sungreet to do farm hands just south of the River Pirates. I think I know exactly where they are. How many people do we have on right now? Okay, it's not too bad. Better than it was in Alpha, at the very least. Oh, I've seen that guy in the Discord. I haven't played like in a group with this rogue in a while. I've been mostly on the elementalist, and then I've been leveling a wizard. I have 2 impalers, which aren't the best weapon in the world, but like it's kind of cool, and I haven't gone into combat yet. Well, I mean, like I've stabbed like a rat outside. All right. I saw that EverQuest Legends was announced today. It's very cool. It's basically THJ, but made by Secrets and what's his name from P99 under Daybreak's jurisdiction. It's like an official paid subscription new hero's journey. I was never that interested in the solo approach that Hero's Journey had. One of my guild members said it best, I believe, today. He said that EverQuest is good, but it was the community that made it really good. And like, I don't really want to solo the whole game. I will check it out though, because Secrets made it, and were it not for Quarm, I would never have played EverQuest. So I will definitely check it out. Okay, so I think they're kind of a ways away. Just south of the River Pirates. Is this? I thought it was the next clump building, so maybe it is this one. No, see, these are like light green con. It's definitely further up. No, that's not my party. They got it. They're good. Look at that. They've already pulled another one. Good for them. Was it this area? It's been a minute since I've been out here. But I'll find my way, I'm sure. Gain party experience. I must be getting closer. There we are. No. No, it's not us at all. What the frick? Okay, this is... I'm getting there. Ah, here we go. Okay, these are the yellow cons, so the party must be around here somewhere. Yeah. Gotta be around here. Unless they're like way up there and pulling or something. It must be closer to the boat. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta swim? I'm freaking invisible. What the fuck? Where are these guys? Oh, wait, they are up there. I had someone else targeted, but I guess they were just by the fire and not in our group. That is the group. I'm just gonna pop out. Oh wow, you're here. Now they don't care. Ooh, that Goblin pet though. I came out here with 0 coin. So we'll see how much these guys drop. Hopefully quite a bit. Don't sleep on human meat. Sells for quite a bit, especially if you have a lot of it. And you get, I think, more money per weight, I guess. I don't know. You get a lot of money for meat compared to like the same weight of weapons, or more weight of weapons, depending on like the tier of weapons. These guys might drop a little bit better weapons. Damn, cracked staff. Well, I guess it's just free for all on the staffs then. Noted. Oh, I love infravision. It's such a good trait. I may need to upgrade the steel weapons, at least to compare to these, because these do give like a total of +4 strength across both of them, which might be more damage than 2 just mundane steel daggers. Oh, fuck. I vanished and I hit the wrong freaking skill. Ambush for 40, backstab 25. Still good damage. And the trade-off is I get cool, you know, mid-combat CC abilities and I have like no downtime. And I can do that. Pretty good kit. Originally, I liked the idea of when you went invisible, you were just completely invisible, like it was EverQuest. And then when they added this like ghost image thing, I wasn't sure if I liked it too much, but over time, I started liking it quite a bit. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, alright. Got this. Yeah, I did a long time. Well, not actually a long time ago. I won my key during Alpha, back when there weren't as many people entering the lotteries, way back in the day. But I got into the Alpha, like fairly close to the end of Alpha. Oh, hey, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, my 100th follower. Why, thank you. Ooh, all right, cool. Yeah, dude, this game is pretty sweet. I've played a lot of EverQuest. I've played a lot of, like, every other MMO out there, and this one is excellent. Are you in the beta? Do you have access currently? Yeah, really. Oh, are you gonna do the playtest that's coming up? I think this weekend, I believe. Oh, nice. Have you done any of the previous playtests? Oh, all right, cool. So this is like gonna be your first time. It's gonna be cool. The one thing that I will say is that nearly every camp is going to be camped. It's going to be a ton of people. So, you know, your experience may vary depending on what time you're able to get on. But when you can find a camp, it is such a good EverQuest-like, but still quite a bit different experience. It's very chill. Okay, so you're familiar with the EQ style grind. The time to kill in this game is quite a bit faster. I think that over time it's going to go down and be closer to EQ levels, but like grinding is still a grind, but it's not like as bad of a grind as like on P99 or anything. I think at higher levels it becomes maybe a bit more similar, but like at lower levels you barely even have to mez. Like you do sometimes, like if we mess up and pull like 4 targets or something. But like if you just saw earlier, the tank grabbed like 5 or 6 mobs and we pretty much just chewed through them. Like, there was some snaring going on, but it wasn't too bad. Not to say that this game is that much easier than EQ, it's just a bit more approachable for, like, you know, the modern era when we don't have a million hours to grind like we used to. Oh yeah, like it's still a grind, don't get me wrong, but it's you feel like you get a lot more out of your time. It's not nearly close to something like WoW where it's like super fast. I wouldn't even say it's as fast as like classic WoW. It's still pretty grindy, but like not that bad. Not like it used to be. I can remember being in Mistmore for like 9 hours and going up 2 levels. Whereas I know if I go for 2 hours here, I'll probably go up at least a level or two. Classic WoW is definitely a grind. Definitely a grind. I think that with the way that parties are in a game like EverQuest or M&M, where you get a good one and just keep going for hours, I feel like you may level a bit faster in this game than classic WoW if you have pretty optimal parties most of the time. Oh, dude. I have a 52 enchanter right now on Project Quorum. They were a 53 enchanter. Now they're a 52. So I pretty much keep them at Neriac, making jewelry that I go put on my trader alt, and he just lives there and makes rings now. He doesn't go outside anymore. Not doing that again. One of the things that makes the grind not so bad in this game is you see this campfire here next to me? That's player built. It takes 8 wood to construct, and then you got to keep popping more wood on it or it'll burn out. But while you're near it, you get this warmth of the campfire buff, which when you have that applied, you generate a rested EXP buff that caps at 20 minutes. And while you have rested, you get EXP faster. So, you know, little ways to speed it up. Your pally is 49 to 59. Yeah, dude. That's a grind. That's a grind. But at least in this game, there's definitely more spots to camp as opposed to like classic EQ. Definitely more spots to camp. The problem is during those testing, they're all full. Like all of them are full. You have to like settle for like a single rat spawn over and over again. What classes were you thinking about checking out during the playtest? There definitely will be, but like if you get on in the middle of the night, you'll be able to find crits. Like it just, you know, or you just find your way into a party that already has a spot. You'll get in. Or if you happen to see anyone from my guild, Castle, not like I own the guild, I am in the guild, we'll definitely always give you a spot. Hell yeah. All very solid choices. All classes I haven't really played Druid, but I played all those other classes in this game. They're all very good. They all borrow a little bit from like their counterparts in other games. Well, Wizard sort of. Wizard kind of has its own thing going on now. It can enchant the staff, and then while the staff is enchanted, it can use a 0 mana cost ability that like doesn't do as much damage as a normal nuke, but you can keep up the DPS when you're out of mana. So that's kind of a cool thing. Spellblade is really fun. Very interesting class. A lot of work still needs to be done on that class to get it fully, cohesive, but it's a pretty good class. And then Enchanter, that's my favorite class. Number one most favorite class. Played it in EverQuest. I'm going to main it in this game once the Deep Elves come out. That will 100% be my main class. But Enchanters, they get a little bit of hate in this game, just as they did in EverQuest for many, many years. People believe Charming is too overpowered. I think that it could be reined in maybe a little bit, but just brought to EverQuest parity. Can't charm Redcon, that's fine. Don't need to have that ability. Groups are easier in this game. So part of why I think grouping is easier in this game is you can kind of fill a missing piece in a group a little bit easier. Ranger is a suitable off tank. It's got a provoke or a taunt. Spellblade, not a very good tank, but it does have a taunt. There's a lot of ways to kind of play with taunt and mezzing. Some classes have a little bit of a crappy off heal. A lot of the healing can also do damage. I've been in parties that were literally 4 healers, myself, a rogue as the tank, and an enchanter, and it worked all right. Yes, so there are class-specific things like teleports. Wizards and druids can do teleports. Casters can gate. Melee cannot gate. If you look at the Monsters Memories wiki, it's not fully up to date, but it has a lot of the class breakdown, and a lot of the spells are fairly close to what you'd see in EverQuest. But then there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see in EverQuest. I don't know if you ever played a rogue in EQ, but they certainly didn't have kidney shot and sap and all that stuff like the rogue in WoW does. But this rogue has all the EQ rogue stuff and a bunch of the WoW rogue toys. It's an interesting experience to check out the differences. No, rogue didn't got so, but so is in this game. They call it Spirit of the Wolf now. Yeah, Clarity is Tranquility, but people still call it Crack. A lot of the stuff that you're familiar with will still be in this game, in one form or another. If you play an enchanter, your pet will break at the worst possible time and will come around and try to kill you just like they're supposed to. So on paper, and even a little bit in practice, it does look a lot like EverQuest. But once you play it, especially if you come from enough of an understanding of EverQuest to get a Paladin to 49, you know how that game works. When you play this game, you'll notice that there are enough differences in the actual gameplay that make it feel like a distant cousin of EverQuest. Like a game that speaks the same language, but feels different. For example, you still target NPCs and they'll be like, hey, if you take this bag and fill it full of bug guts, I'll give you a treasure. And then you target them and you say treasure in chat, and they give you their next line of dialogue, just like it would be in EverQuest. But in this one, they take it a step further. They've got a whole mud system built in, an old text-based multi-user dungeon. For example, the Warrior Quest in Felindril, which is the Wood Elf starting town. Yeah, no DCMA coming. But so, for example, the Wood Elf Warrior starting quest, you have to go over to this rack of swords, and the quest giver says, check out the swords and take a blade from the wall. You go over to it, and you literally have to type /take blade, and it will give you emote text that says you look over and you find a blade and you pull it out and you look at it, blah 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 blah, and then an item will spawn in your inventory from that emote command. It's kind of an interesting additional interaction layer that EQ did not have. A little bit they did. This game really leans into that. They go pretty heavily into what they're calling the mud system. Like there's even a mud tab here in chat that will like give you your NPC dialogue and additional mud related commands. Like we've got inspect, take, open, insert, pry, throw, rub, pour, push, pull, place, break, smell, taste. Definitely wasn't tasting much in EQ. Oh, there are definitely hidden things all over the place. Like I've been doing when I do Wormsbane, which is like the first dungeon. Sometimes you'll like be walking around and it'll say like there's a glowing thing that like catches your eye between the cracks in the ground, and you have to like stop and like search around with the mud commands to pull out a coin or something. I think that might be for the Paladin quest actually. But that was pretty sweet. And if you notice, like the time to kill is not that bad compared to EQ. Like these are high yellow cons to me at 24, and we're just blowing them up like they're nothing. I'm a little bit geared, but not like geared enough to where this would be like a joke or something. If you do want to check out the game and you do end up sticking with it, trying to get into beta and play in early access, I welcome you to check out Castle, the guild that I'm in. We have a guild advertisement post in the M&M Discord. Find the link. Check us out. We're all real chill. And not everybody there is in the beta. A lot of us are, but like some of us are still kind of contributing while not being directly involved. So initially we decided, like US PvE 1, but then they changed it and they made all the different server types. So we're still kind of deciding. We would like to aim for a West Coast server because, that would suit people who are both central, a little bit east, then also people who might be in Asia, Southeast, or Australia, et cetera, et cetera. But it's still up in the air. We haven't quite landed on that yet. Oh, we have a lot of central people. We have a lot of central people in our guild. And the guild leader and the officers are all on the Pacific time. So we are kind of, interested in being on a West Coast server for sure. Yeah, well, as Central, you luck out. You get to play with East Coast and West Coast just fine. We, on the West Coast, we get some Central, and then, like, mostly Australians. That's, like, who I've always grown up playing with. Not that there's anything wrong with Australians, but their connections are slow. It's true. It's true. He scooted away from me. Pretty much, yep. So even like your paper doll, your character panel looks pretty much the same. You push Alt and get an item and you can see the stats. You can even push enter, click the picture, and link it in chat, just like it is EverQuest. One of the main developers for this game, he streams and is on Discord by the name of A Loving Robot. He like worked on EverQuest. Like the connection is there for sure. He's been a pretty chill dude in all the, posts I've seen from him and the few interactions I've had with him. He seems like he knows what he's doing. He's very professional, so I think the game's in good hands. Oh, I gotta loot. I keep forgetting to loot anything. All right. I also kind of like the ambiance of just chilling by the fire between pulls. It's kind of fun. And it serves as like a visual indicator of like a party is actively camping here. Please do not take our spawns. Yeah, so I honestly don't know what to think about that. There is just not enough information out there. I know that Nick was real cool. I won my alpha access through his stream. He was always fun. He just seemed pretty chill. And I do not know what happened. I watched his stream today, and he said that like all he would say on the situation is that he has done nothing wrong and there was nothing illegal, and that's all that he can say. But what else he said, not verbally, but visually, he was very sad and very anxious looking when he said that. He kind of looked around the room for about 10 seconds before he said anything, and it was like, oh man, it felt sad to watch because you could tell he was still really emotionally involved. So I don't know what happened. I just hope the best for him and for all involved. It is quite unfortunate, but I don't think that it is necessarily that bad for the game beyond the press that it generates. The whole team is very talented and very dedicated, and like Nick did bring a lot to the game. He was a cool dude. He was like the public face, but the game is strong. The team is strong. I think it's going to be just fine. Oh, see, that is like, it's a I guess it's technically kind of a breach when they like had the CC list exposed, but like, I don't know. There's definitely a lot worse things that happen, and people don't tend to get in trouble for them. Not there, but like in general at companies. And in the realm of leaks, that's not, or breaches, it's fairly benign. I don't want to personally make too much conjecture about it, but I feel like if I had to take a guess, it would be maybe irreconcilable creative differences. I feel like that might be a thing. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone is bad or did anything wrong. Maybe they just had very differing visions for an aspect of the game and decided to, split ways because of it, as opposed to make something worse. Who knows? Maybe in time we'll know. Okay, then yeah, I'm not in network security, but I am in IT. Not enough to like speak to network security issues, but like acutely aware of them. See, I think that the charm drama is, to me, very hilarious, personally. I'm an enchanter lover. When I see people freaking out about charm, I usually say, give enchanters flight. Like, 'cause I don't want to get too involved in the argument, but, love my enchanter. I don't know if that particular argument was enough to, like, start a dissolving of a partnership. Who knows what the straw that broke the camel's back was, but I hope it's not charm. That would be like the ultimate real world charm break right there. What I do know for sure is that Nick was a good guy. He always seemed to be legitimately good, good personality. So I like to think that nobody involved did anything wrong. Oh, hey, what up? Long time no see. How are you doing? Let's do that. You gonna come try Monsters and Memories on the open playtest weekend? You should. It's pretty cool. Yes, that was the subject. I mean, if again, I really don't want to speculate too much about it, but maybe that was part of it, maybe not. All I know is Nick was a good guy, and I hope the best for him and in his future endeavors. And you know what? Maybe we can parent trap it and force them to get back together. Nick is not. As of about 5 days ago, Nick is no longer part of the team. He is part of the company. And not part of the team, and that's all she wrote currently. But to let the record state, I am both Team Nick and Team Sean, and just Team Monsters and Memories in general. I play no favorites in this situation. I'm also team I need to get some damn loot. But yeah, there is a open playtest event for this game on this weekend. Everyone should come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you've done ever a previous playtest, whatever characters you've had before should still be available. Some people have max level characters just from all the years of various playtesting. I have a level 5 bard. I have not achieved much in any playtesting. So there's that. I would also suggest, if you can handle the crazy, confusing layout of the city, try to spawn in Philendril. Oh, good, you got a level 5 shaman. Excellent. Try to spawn in Philendril. There will be less people there. It is a much harder to navigate zone, but you can go 1 to 30 plus just in the elf zones, never even coming over to Night Harbor. Night Harbor is going to be slammed. I love Night Harbor. I'm going to be in Night Harbor. But if you want a better chance at actually getting groups, Philendril might be a better option. But I get confused in that city constantly. Oh, sweet. Is my group breaking up? I've just been chilling and killing. Wasn't paying attention to chat. I hope it don't break up. I want to stay grinding. Sticking for another hour or so. Hell yeah, dude. Oh no, I'm very close to a hell level. Alright, well, I guess that's what I've got in the cards for tonight. Alright, I guess we just chilling till we get a replacement. Oh yeah, I guess that was our healer. And the other healer is going to leave. Alright, that makes sense. I hope they're not leaving, because I want to keep grinding. Oh. My bad. Who we target? This one? Alright. Oh, okay. So, one of the things that I was a little bit worried about, and doesn't really seem to be the issue, with a recent patch, they made it so most abilities would be on the same like melee global cooldown. But they didn't really say what. They just said most abilities. And I have not really played the rogue since then. And I was concerned that that meant that like my stab and uppercut and jab would all share the same global cooldown. But they don't. Everything's good. We're still vibing, stabbing, jabbing. Right. Punching. I think I might have grouped with them before. That name seems very familiar. What does one bar? Like 1 1/5 of a bar away from a hell level. And when I ding 25, that will officially be the highest level I've ever achieved in this game. My highest in alpha was 24. And I just keep continually rolling alts. But I definitely intend to main the rogue when early access comes out. So I guess I'm going to do this all over again. Ooh, that was not my stealth. It'd be great if punching was an enchanter. Oh, there's a body in the fire. Okay, who's the target? Who's the target? The clergyman? Is that it? Alright, I guess that's what we're doing. It is the smart target after all. Damn it, I had no stuns. Everything was on cooldown. weird. That usually doesn't happen to me. I guess I must have got too fucking trigger happy. What do we want to do now? This one? All right, that's some pretty good opening damage. 49 and 32. Like 81 damage or something. I guess I technically still am interested in trying to do a PvP character, but I did one, not on stream, just like made one. What did I make? A necromancer. I ran around, like just was outside grinding and stuff, trying to get killed. Nobody attacked me. Nobody trained anything on me. Maybe I was just like not in an area where that could happen, but like nothing happened. And then I saw a very well-known PvP player in Philindril on the PvE server. And I was like, why are you here? Why aren't you on the PvP server? And he said, it's boring now. No one fights each other. Which is pretty interesting considering the insane shit that gets said in the PvP Discord. Like, you'd think they'd be at each other's throats, but I guess nobody's fighting. The PvPer that I talked to, the main complaint he had with it was that there's no gear drop on death. It's just coin drop, and people would just like drop their coins or, you know, put them in the bank and go out with no money, and there's no risk. And I think that was maybe like the magic that made the PvP work somehow. Like, I don't know. I never really partook in it. Closest thing I did PvP was like going into the PvP zones on Quorum for like the extra experience where nobody was fighting anyway. Although I hear now that is more of an active PvP environment. Where we at? This bodyguard. All right. I am liking the damage of these two spears, but I really want to get at least one steel dagger to compare it to. I really just don't know how much damage a point of strength gives, especially now they've kind of changed the formula. What class of helpful buffs, transportation, or crafting abilities? All right, so enchanter. But actually much more than that. I, of course, as an enchanter lover, I will always say them first. But okay, so yes, the usual suspects. Druid has heals, has also some stuff from World of Warcraft. Like it's got Moonfire, like the laser beam attack that druids get. Like it's got that. Also, surprisingly, the druid in this game seems to use the Charm Beast quite a bit more. I think that it had it in EverQuest, but I never even used it if it did. But pets are very strong in this game. Like they have abilities that you can use, like spells, just click a little button or whatever. So in the same regard, a Charmed Beast is very strong. So druids, a lot of buffs, and surprisingly decent damage / solo utility, for sure. Wizards, not really buffs. I think they have one buff they can cast that increases people's casting speed. But they have the teleport starting at level 16, I believe. 16 might be solo. Maybe it's like 20 for group. I don't know. But yeah, they do teleports. Druids also do teleports. But here's an interesting one. Class that has buffs. Elementalist. Which is this version's game of like the Magician. I think it was in EverQuest. The dude who summons these pets, right? Elemental pets. These pets, in addition to being, a pet that does damage, each different element has a different attack that it does. They also have a passive buff that they apply. They're quite literally like a shaman totem from WoW. Like this guy right here, he's giving out Rush of Air to everyone in the party, which is Wind Fury. Just Wind Fury, chance to fucking double strike on proc, dude. Like, it's crazy. Elementalist, I really love that class a lot. Itself does pretty good nukes with its normal spells. Pet does a lot of damage, can summon all kinds of weapons and food. And the passive party buffs from the pets are just crazy. Water Pet does mana regen. Earth Pet does plus stamina and is just a good tank. Fire Pet, I don't remember. I never use it. Pretty much only have the Wind Pet out unless someone really wants the Water Pet. Also, another class that is surprisingly, decent in the pet or the party buff department is the Shadow Knight, because it gets auras like the freaking Death Knight in World of Warcraft. Like, you can give your whole party vampiric aura, so they're just like healing themselves on a proc all the time. Crazy good, dude. Crazy good class. Very high damage for a tank as well. I was like soloing red cons. It's got harm. Not only does it have harm touch, it's got fucking death grip. If you ever play World of Warcraft, you know what death grip is. The Death Knight pulls the dude. It's got death grip and harm touch. It's wonderful. They don't call it harm touch. They call it like grasp of something or other, but it's harm touch. You are okay, so you know exactly, dude. I had just come from playing WoW, War Within, and one of the classes that I leveled and geared was a Death Knight, and I had a lot of fun with it. And then I came over here when I got Alpha, and I rolled a Shadow Knight, and I took it to like 23 or 24 in the Alpha, and I was so pleasantly surprised by how fun it was, how much it reminded me of my Death Knight that I just quit playing, and just how strong it was. Like, I could just solo whatever the hell. It's pretty cool. An interesting change to the Shadow Knight and Necromancer. You don't just get the skeleton. You get a skeleton, a zombie, and a ghoul, and they each do different things. You can't have all three out at once. You pick 1, 2, or 3. But like, skeleton is just your basic, give it some weapons and it's a decent tank. The ghoul can like root things at range, which is kind of weird. And the zombie has like a debuff that it can apply or something like that. But it's cool that there's a bit of a variety. I will say that I have not enjoyed most of the WoW expansions. I loved Classic. I loved Burning Crusade. I, I was on Lich King, and then pretty much all the other ones from there I thought were not good. But War Within, actually a very good expansion. It was the first time I actually bothered to take time to read quest text and stuff. I was pleasantly surprised by the end of it. I am interested sometime in playing Midnight just to kind of see where the story goes. So if you ever did give WoW another try, it's in a surprisingly okay place plot wise, and at least War Within had good gameplay. I don't know how Midnight is. What am I playing right now? I'm playing a rogue. I am playing a rogue. I'm a goblin rogue. Oh, with 3 pet options. That is Necromancer and Shadow Knight, because just like in EQ, a Shadow Knight is like a hybrid of a Necromancer and like a fighter, but a bit more nuance in this game. Feels like a much more cohesive experience. And then, of course, there's Beastmasters, where you can technically have, I think, 3 pets total out at once, but 2 of them are just temporary. Well, housing has technically been something people have been asking for literally since vanilla. Like, it's a long time coming. And I used to play Final Fantasy XIV. I used to have 2 houses, one personal and one for my free company. And I spent a lot of time and in-game money decorating that bitch because it was fun. It was a good flex. And I did try the housing beta back a while ago. The housing system in WoW, the controls were really good. I don't know about the item variety, but the controls, what you can do, the kind of merging, glitching, that is exactly what like housing people like. So at least in that regard, their housing system is well done. I just don't know about like the items or how they're acquired or whatnot. What the frick is going on here? My WoW account is extremely old, so if I got back on, I would hope that they had like a bunch of like really old, like vanilla stuff for my freaking senior citizen character for housing. What is going on here? I have to reload. Okay, none of us could kill. That was weird. That guy bugged out. There was one mob that none of us could actually attack. Very strange. Oh, on Illidan? My first character was on Tichondrius, which was like one of the OG granddaddy ancient PvP servers. It was quite an experience. People were crazy out. They were probably crazy on every server, but especially on that server, dude. It was wild times. Oh shoot, I'm half a bar. Oh no. I try to. I try to. Um, I have taken like a week off because I've just been like busy doing like stuff. And quite frankly, I did not want to be like streaming the day that people are like, "What happened to Nick? What happened?" I was like, dude, I already showed up in his AOA stream. Like I was playing that game with Squats and Proliferous and I don't remember who. I don't remember. I have to go back and look. But like, someone in my guild was like, "Hey, I saw you in Nick's stream." And I'm like, "No, I did not want to." So yeah, I took like a week off. But no, I'm back. I probably stream like every other day or so. I do want to stream this more though. I just get like distracted. I got a million other stupid little hobbies that I do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I watch a lot of the streams, and it's interesting because before Monsters and Memories, I never really watched Twitch that much. Like I would stream EverQuest and like retro games sometimes, but just for like the fun of streaming. But now like I know the people who are streaming because it's such a small community. So I'm like, oh shit, he's on. Let's see what he's doing. And now I find myself watching Twitch like every day. It's pretty neat. My guild has had about, I don't know how many total keys, but we have had a number of people donate their +1 beta keys to our guild, like people in our guild who got their extra keys and whatnot. And we had done a ton of giveaways just within the guild in our Discord, getting people into the beta. And I think that we've been able to help like 25 plus people get into the beta that way, and it is very cool. Our guild has a pretty decent presence in beta. No comment. No, they I think a lot of the guilds that were pretty involved in like the alpha ended up like getting some. We definitely were not the only ones. And that was completely above board. Totally, you know, our guild leader was like, "Hey, we have a lot of people who are interested. Sure, bring them on over." And it wasn't that many. Most of them were donated +1 keys from our guild members. Yes, it was really about that many. This whole alpha and beta experience has been very fun, very exciting to like be so close to like a game as it's being created, and one that I anticipate playing for a very, very long time. Very fun time to Time to be gaming. No, these are going away. These guys will be dead. At the end of beta, they will be gone. Which I think is June. I believe June 1st. So we have a little bit more time with them. And then I believe the entire game will be down for a month. And then early access. And the EA characters will not be wiped. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, these are the games to support. I will freaking buy every single piece of like merch that they ever put in their store. I will like simp out. This game is that good. Oh, no, I didn't get into the alpha until I think this year, earlier this year. Maybe it was last year. I think it was the end of 2025 when I got into the alpha. But I've been like interested in the game for quite a while. I think I joined the Discord in like early 2024, maybe late 2023. I don't know. But I've been interested in it for a very long time. I remember I tried one of the very first playtests that I ever heard about. Well, it was the first one that I heard about, and it was a very long time ago. And I remember logging in and being like, yep, this is definitely the one to watch. And then I promptly logged out because it was really laggy and I couldn't do anything. But that prophecy has come true. This was the one to watch. And like between beta and alpha and all of my million alts, I have easily put in like over 300 hours to this game. It's good. If you're like me and have tried a million MMOs and just bounce off of them, this is not one that I've bounced off of at all. It's that good. Even with the limited bit of, content that is available right now, it's that good. Well, hey, no, that's a very important one to have also been a part of, because we all know what happened with Ashes of the Creation. And more importantly, other game developers know what happened with Ashes of Creation. And if I were a developer of an MMO, both new and in development and even ongoing, I would be like very on guard after Ashes of Creation. I would be very wary of having my community get that kind of a impression of my game. So I feel like it causes other developers to be a bit more attentive with what they're doing. And it's also kind of a historic thing to have been a part of. Like, oh, wow, you're a part of the game that proved people are like really trying to make scam MMOs, like Star Citizen. No. Oh, dude, I have been around the block with that fucking game. My Star Citizen account is from 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Someone could have had a baby, and that kid would be like in middle school. That's how long I have been paying attention to and involved with Star Citizen. I sold all my ships because I'm fucking done with that shit. 12 years? Dude. I used to. I still have my my twin sticks sitting over here collecting dust, but I don't have it anymore. I do not have... Oh, Eve? Oh, Eve? Spreadsheets in space? I don't play that. I know about it. This is my main squeeze right now. I've played Eve off and on in my life, but never really got super far in it. I do think it's a game that someday I'll probably end up putting a lot of time into, but No, I have not recently played much Eve. I do follow it though. Like I read the news when it's like battle in space outside Juno, fucking 200 billion real world dollars worth of damage. It's pretty cool. It's a really interesting game. I just don't have the wherewithal anymore to like do what's required to like get a footing in that game and not just be some little pleb forever. It's a really sad thing about Star Citizen being the way that it is, because if you've ever played it for any amount of time, there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on in that game. It's very cool, but it's just like hampered by some awful fucking scam of a funding model. Oh yeah, yeah. VR, like, oh yeah. Man. That company, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have a lot of churn. Like, they would hire someone, they'd stick him in a video, be like, this dude's making our river system, and then like 2 weeks later, he's gone. I never want to be the person to like get on the internet and just like everything is shit and awful and I hate it, but like Star Citizen truly is like shit, dude. It truly is the most unfortunate story in gaming. No, exactly. Like the quagmire. See, my initial pledge was like $25 and it came with like an Aurora MR or something. And I've definitely had much more than $24 worth of fun. What ended up happening is I think when I cashed out, I probably had spent like $300, which honestly is not bad compared to a lot of people in that game. I showed restraint, but it was still a lot of embarrassing dollars. So what I did was I melted what I could and I bought cross chassis upgrades and I sold them on the gray market and I got enough of my money back. I had some things that were pledges that I could reclaim that were fairly rare or whatever, but I ended up getting enough money back to buy like 6 Warhammer tanks, which is pretty good. So I converted one virtual asset into a physical asset, kind of. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Not nearly enough, dude. Not nearly enough. Very, very rarely. I prime as that painting. That counts, right? I mostly play War Machine these days, and a little bit of Drop Fleet Commander. Not so much Warhammer, but I have a fuck ton of Warhammer. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's a very fun setting. The models are all so cool. And, well, I guess it's a better value than Lego. They're both plastic, they're both expensive, but at least Warhammer, you get a game with it. That's about all I can say for positives. But, like, I'm looking at my shelf right now, and good lord, it's a lot of plastic. Oh, 1 month strike team. Oh, so is that like a league, like a slow grow league, where you meet and like play like a game of 40K at 1 point value, and then the next week you're at a slightly higher point value and build up and up to like a certain point level? Dude, hell yeah. That is really fun. I try to go out every Thursday to a game store. It usually ends up being like every other Thursday, like twice a month. But yeah, I've got a group that I meet up at the game store with. We play War Machine, which is like Warhammer, and a few other games. Just hang out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, that's right. You know what? I've heard of that. What a good excuse to buy some more Warhammer. Oh, dude. You know what I've been like going crazy on? The real reason I haven't been playing or streaming Monsters Memories is I picked up Ticket to Ride on Steam with all the DLC, and I've been building trains all across the world for hours every day, dude. Board games are super cool. I have a few, but like mostly I play on Tabletop Simulator. I've got like 200 or 300 hours in Tabletop Simulator. Oh man, if you ever go on Steam and take a look through the workshop for Tabletop Simulator, they have like every game, every model for like Warhammer, like weird variants that only exist digitally, insane weird brain rot meme games that can only exist digitally. It's a pretty interesting place. I play a lot of Magic on there too. Like I play a lot of Magic on the old Magic Online client, but like if I want to like draft some early 90s set, like Tabletop Simulator is the way to do it. Or Commander with people who don't have Magic Online. Did you get that Dan deck? That secret lair? I unfortunately let my early collection go. I don't have. I do have a physical collection now, but I pretty much only get like the pre-con Commander decks, just so I can treat it like a board game and like, hey, you want to play 40K Commander? Let's bust these decks out. And then sometimes I'll buy a box if it's a cool set and just do like sealed at home. But mostly I play Magic Online. But I do get some of those secret layers. I definitely bite on some of those. Freaking sucks to get up early in the morning. I've played Magic since the 90s. Like, it's probably the one singular thing I've done longer in my life than anything else. See, I have a come and go with it too. At least with like standard sets, I have a check in, check out. But I always have consistently played on Magic Online, that old client that is still in operation. I used to play Legacy with it was basically like all old cards essentially, and that kind of died. And Commander took over, and now I play Commander on there like every day pretty much. See, that's Magic Arena. Magic Arena, I don't play Magic Arena. I play Magic Online. The old client that came out in the 90s and is still in operation, still receiving new cards, new updates. You can almost always find a game. But I caution you, every person, including myself, every person who signs into Magic Online is completely fucking insane. Like, completely lost their marbles, insane, will just say the craziest shit in chat. Not even like standard internet like gamer word toxicity, just like the craziest shit. I saw a post on the internet, someone was like just posting their chat log, and one guy was like, I know you're manipulating your card draw, and I know that Daybreak, because Daybreak operates it, is colluding with you, and I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you because I know you're manipulating your card draw. And that's just like a standard interaction for Magic Online. They are crazy in that game, but they're good at it. You can always find games. So, take what you can get. Also, cards are pretty cheap in Magic Online. You go to a website like goatbots.com and you can upload a deck list right from Moxfield, and you can just build a commander deck sometimes for like $20, or you can make like a really competitive, bracket 4 commander deck for like $50. It's not that bad. Oh, dude, there's not actually like any kind of exploiting going on. There's just mental dysfunction going on in that community, like hardcore. Some people are all right. Most people are quiet, but the ones who do talk aren't well. But yeah, Daybreak operates it. Same people who operate EverQuest. They have Magic Online as well somehow. Well, not somehow. Wizards basically licensed it out to them when they brought out Arena. So they make money both ways still. I wanted to check out the other AOA flash test that was happening today, but I didn't get time to. I didn't get off work early enough. But that's alright, because I need to do more with my rogue anyway. I really need to get steel daggers. How much money have I made? That's okay. That could be much better. Try to put all the small things in the pouches. Oop, oh, nope. Not a food bag. I think that can go in the satchel. I think that can go in there. Nope, can't. Quickest way to Shallow Shoals, boat ride. I believe it is a boat ride. It's the quickest way to Shallow Shoals. Although, the quickest way I ever got to Shallow Shoals was when a GM teleported me to the wrong place. I died to a glitch. So, which is very rare. It literally is the only time it's happened to me in like 300 hours. I was on the elevator in Keeper's Blight, literally sitting down, like sitting on the elevator as it was going up. And I was there with a friend of mine. Wasn't recording, unfortunately. But I literally got launched from a seated position, like off the elevator, arced through the air, and like crashed on a part of like the geography that like I could not access. Like it was not gonna happen. So I was like, hey GM, this happened, can you please teleport me to there or my corpse to me or whatever? And they accidentally sent me to Shallow Shoals and I did not have a good time. Eventually it all got sorted out. I got my body back and we're all good, but it was a wild adventure for a minute. I just noticed this air pet's name. That's hilarious. What is going on here? What's Pally doing? Oh, I see. I thought he was running away, but he was pulling. Good job, Pally. He wasn't running, he was biting off more. What a G. Right. Ooh, I definitely can feel the hell in this hell level. This is pretty bad. I don't know how long ago I dinged, but I'm only half a bar in. And like this is a great EXP group. The group is phenomenal. It is the hell level that is quite taxing. What is happening here? Oh. Yeah, use the clergyman. Let's do it. Good lord. Okay, who's next? Who's next? This guy's next. Oh, congrats on 28 shortcuts. Sorry, I can't type it, but I will say it. I don't have my blind. Man, I'll change that right after this fight. Still have pickpocket, which you don't use in a party because it does fuck with the loot table. But I was trying to level it solo. Ooh. Oh, still got a couple. See, that situation would have been an immediate, like, runaway in EverQuest. I mean, maybe if you had, like, a super baller enchanter, but we do not have an enchanter. But we were able to just get it going. You saw the paladin was, like, triple tanking it for a while and just, like, living. And he did a heal or a lay on hands. Like, that was good. And there was a crit resist too. Damn. Oh boy. Oh, that made me a little overweight. What shall I get rid of? This. 13 pounds. I need that. Oh, that's right. We're gonna put blind because that will do it. Oh shit, I forgot about Fury the Assassin. I need to be using that more. What's the cooldown on that? Oh, that's why. It's like a 10-minute cooldown. But I still could use it. I just keep forgetting. Man, this goblin looks so cool, like sitting down with 2 spears. Hell yeah, dude. Very Warhammer. I've definitely grouped with Pally before. They were pretty good. I don't think I've grouped. I know I grouped with punching. I've grouped with Pally. Not shortcuts though. I think that's a new one to me. Ooh, why thank you. Thank you so much. Need to get some better gear. A lot of my stuff is like magic though, but not all of it. Got 2 of the Impaler, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm rapidly outgrowing the 6 damage, but together, plus 4 strength on 2 of them is not bad. And like the visual fashion of running around with 2 spears that are twice as tall as me is pretty fun. My rogue in EverQuest is using the crystalline spear and the jagged bone dagger or something, jagged black blade. I don't fucking know, but the crystalline spear, pretty cool. I always thought it was very neat to be able to backstab with a spear after coming from games like WoW, where you definitely could not do that with a rogue. So to have 2 spears, it's pretty neat. Let's check something here. Let me see. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to adjust that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's fine. No, I want to check, as we're medding, I want to check on my secret layer shipping, because I was one of the lucky like 8 people who was able to get the Dan secret layer deck. What? It's in town, anticipated tomorrow. I believe it will come today. I'm hoping. If it comes tomorrow, I'll do a Dan secret layer unboxing. No, I won't. I mean, I will be doing it. I will unbox it, but just not on camera. Right, fine. Look at that majestic double spear action. Look at that. Look at that. I am the coolest rogue in this game, visually. Mechanically, I'm sure most are better at rogue than me, but visually, you can't beat this look. Backstab 41, ambush 40. What? Rogues need more damage. I bet you have, Spellblade. for Spell Babe. Alright, ripping it up now. Oh, my mini stat window. Where did that go? Here it is. Oh, your internet dropped. Dang. Well, I was saying that there's not like actual security issues with the Magic Online client. It's the people who play Magic Online who have issues with their brains. They're insane people. But always on, always available, good at the game. Highly recommend it. Magic Online. Not Arena. I mean, Arena's alright, but like I pretty much just play Commander. You can't really play Commander on Arena, like not the same way. But you can get 4-player Commander games, Magic Online, 24 hours a day, no problem. And people generally follow the bracket rules. Like, there's not a way to enforce them, but people there tend to be like, if you join a bracket 2 game, it's gonna be bracket 2, pretty much. And I actually like that. Like I have probably most of my decks are like bracket 4 because I just don't have a CEDH deck. Because even online, those cards are still expensive. But sometimes I'll make like a bracket 1 or a 2 deck just to like have fun because it is a game after all. And like I'll get into a match where it's all bracket 1 and everyone just has the most stupid decks and it's very fun, very casual. And then I'll get into some like crazy try-hard deck where I run my Niv Mizzet Perun and I just like draw my entire freaking deck with a 2-card combo and win with Thassa's Oracle because I'm an asshole. But that's how it's played at bracket 4, motherfucker. My favorite card in Magic the Gathering is Counterspell. And second favorite is Force of Will. So that should tell you how I play Magic. So I agree, but here's the deal. Most of the cards are quite literally like 1/100th of a cent. Like when you buy the cards from a card trader, you don't pay the vendor directly in money. There's this whole secondary currency. Basically, you buy event tickets that are $1 each, and they are sold in the Magic Online store. And then you basically add up your cart on the trader's website, and it will say your total is 18 tickets, right? Then you go and you buy 18 tickets, and then you check out, and then the bot will find you in game, trade with you, and then you trade those 18 tickets for your cards. So that becomes its own kind of secondary weird currency. But by having that, you literally sometimes get cards for like 1/100th of a cent. Holographic, rare, fucking special, full art, 1/100th of a cent. An expensive card might be $5. So it's not that awful. And you could theoretically cash out and, sell all of your cards back for tickets and then sell those tickets for like 87 cents on the dollar through PayPal. So you could theoretically get your money back. But as far as like buying a deck and being able to realistically play with it all the time, there's no better way to do it. I mean, there are free ways, but like there's always people on Magic Online. They do hold value. The market is not super big, but they do hold value. You also can rent cards, like if you really want to play Standard, or play, and there's a bunch of leagues that are heavily populated, you can just like pay a monthly subscription and just rent all the expensive cards for a big crazy $600 deck and just play it for a while and trade it back and pay like $5 a month or something. Yeah, dude, it's pretty sweet. It's got a crazy interface. What I would recommend, or my best piece of advice, if you do end up playing, when you're in a match, you'll see down at the bottom of the screen the like turn sequence, like, you know, untap, draw, main phase 1, combat, blah, 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 blah. When it's not your turn, if you don't have any interaction in your hand, right click where it says draw, and then go to yield, and then pick until my turn. Otherwise, you will be clicking OK, OK, OK like 2 million times. But draw, right click, yield until my turn. If you got no interaction, they can just play, 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 and it will go through real quickly. Magic on tabletop's pretty good too. One of the tables that I like has like every commander deck, like the pre-con ones ever. So when I have my friends who aren't like super into Magic but will play it when I ask them to, we do one of those. So they just, you know, hey, pick your commander. We'll roll with that. It's pretty fun. Yes, it is definitely a janky client. Oh shit, our party is like nothing now. Our party is fallen down to 4 people and I didn't even pay attention. Do I have anyone who can fill this hole? No, I do not. They're either too high or too low. Waiting for a Spectre train. Yeah, dude. There's even like back there, like the little island. It definitely feels like it. There's a zone called Shallow Shoals that feels just like TD. There's a lot of zones that kind of rhyme with each other, dude. Especially if you go to Philindril, it's literally Kelethin. Like, it is literally Kelethin. But, like, different, but it's Kelethin. No EC tunnel, unfortunately. Not yet. I would hope at some point there is. But what they do have that is kind of working right now is rentable stalls in the city. So you can currently rent a house or a stall. Stalls are 30 silver, houses are 5 fucking gold. And in theory, you could, in time, have like an NPC or something there selling your wares for you while you are away. So while people are, you know, drawn to those parts of the city anyway to like sell shit to vendors, you could have your vendor there too. That being said, I'm sure there will probably be some centralized trading hub that the community decides upon at some point. Because I personally love the tunnel, dude. That is my favorite system of economics in the entire world, actually. I think that everything should be done by screaming in a tunnel with everyone. When I play EverQuest, I play on Project Quorum. And when they went to Luckland, I was so upset because no one used the tunnel anymore. Everyone just went to the bazaar, which is still fine. Like, I like the Nexus, I like the bazaar. They have an offline trader feature, which is arguably much better. But I loved the fun of just like shouting into the tunnel and being like, "Hey, I got jewels for sale. Buy 2 rings for 50 or 1 for 30." Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun, very immersive. There was in fact, I think there still is a Twitch account called like Tunnel Auctions or something, and it was just like a live. Well, it was one for Quorum and one for P99. Quorum one's gone, but I think the P99 one still lives, and it's just a live stream of the chat in the tunnel, so you can just like watch while you're away, and be like, "Oh shit, someone's got a fucking jade mace. I fucking really need that. Let me log on really quick." See, I never played much retail EQ. I have tried. I was always too stupid for most of my life to even understand it. And now that I understand how to play EverQuest, I look at live and I'm like, that's a lot of expansions. That's a lot of fucking spells. What the fuck? I can go to a level 130? Holy shit. Just seems like a lot to get used to. But I have played a bit of EQ2. I like that game. That's pretty fun. But mostly I played on the Origin server, which is basically like classic EQ2. They want me to pull. Hell no, I'm not pulling. I don't got a ranged weapon. I will die. I tried to play EQ2 when it came out, but my computer was awful. At the time, I had 256 megabytes of RAM, Pentium 4 processor, and like maybe a 60 gig hard drive. I was not able to run EQ2 very well at all. But then I later came back like more recently and it was fine. I don't even have a throwing knife. I have a bow and no arrows. I got nothing. EQ Arma 2 and WoW. Now, did you play Arma 2 or did you play DayZ in Arma 2? Because that's what I did in Arma 2. Epoch mods. Oh, I just did the DayZ. It was so weird. I was like, a paid mod. This is insane, and I still think it's insane. But I had a lot of fun with it. Attribute your career to EQ Arma 2 and WoW. That's pretty sweet. Were you like catching exploits or doing exploits and then turn that into your career? Because I remember I used to get into some stupid, nefarious script kiddie shit when I was little, and I was tempted to kind of go into that career, but I didn't. I support like hundreds of retail environments. Oh, dude, I used to. So back in classic WoW, there was a lot of data stored client-side in these MPQ files, and you could get this tool called MPQ Explorer, and it would let you open them up and see all kinds of cool shit, like the models that were either unfinished or not fully used, or like the start and stop coordinates of a Zeppelin, or like what languages each race should be able to speak, or like the name and location of a model. So I would like I would call it model editing, because I think that's what everybody called it. I would model edit like myself into like a night elf, but it still had the undead texture, so it looked really weird. Or I changed all the air to water and swam to Tempest Keep, I think TK or something, to get my Karazhan attunement at level 68 instead of 70. Changed the Arathi Basin gate into a bunny rabbit and jumped over and would try to like cap stables or farm before it started. All kinds of dumb, stupid shit. It was fun though. Kids, he did hit people off. Yeah. All right, well, I guess that's the end of the party. I'm going to head back to town and maybe switch to a different class. We'll sell our loot and see how well we did. I don't think very well. I got half a so left. That's nice. And I got a bar. A bar into 25 is pretty good. My mom just texted me a gif from The Mask of Jim Carrey saying, "Smoke it." Oh, so here's a fun little pro tip when you do get into this game. Jumping makes you go faster. Strafe running does not. Strafing, like an EQ, is not going to save you here. Jumping will. Jumping does consume stamina, though. So you want to be really careful about how quickly you burn it, I suppose. If you are a rogue, and you have so, and you use sprint, and you jump, you go so fucking crazy fast that it looks like you're cheating. I will do it once my sprint comes off cooldown. Alright, let's see if Night Harbor is very laggy. It's been pretty bad these last few days. Okay, we're gonna go full rogue warp speed. Look at this. It's just crazy fast. And then your jump runs out, and then the speed runs out, but cover quite a bit of distance pretty quickly. I generally prefer the south gate, or sorry, the west gate, and like the night market, but like the vendors on the north one are way more efficient. One guy buys all the armor, one guy buys all the weapons, and this guy buys all the animal parts. And then whenever you have left over, those various animal pieces you have to take to the butcher in the night market. But like, look at it. Money. Money. Let's see what weapons he has. See if we can get a steel dagger. Although I've seen them in chat for sometimes as low as 10 silver. So if it's absurdly expensive here, I'm just gonna ask in chat if anyone has one for sale. And Rusty Steel. I don't think they have one here. Yes, there are. There are macros, but I haven't set any. But yeah, you can make them. Oh, I think I did set one in alpha, but I don't remember what the hell it was for. I think it was just an assist macro. But yeah, you can do them. Very much like WoW. Pick an icon, write your macro language. Oh, I gotta go to the bank. Oh wait, let me just hit convert coins here real quick. Okay. That's not bad. Spells in this game are very expensive. So like equipping a new character, especially a caster, is like crazy expensive. But what I want to do, let me see. Freeport, the 7 Druid. See if they want to grind. If they're like crafting or doing something, I'm not going to bug them. But if they're grinding, I'll see if I can get either a character out there or one of my characters that are out there. And we might go check out the Elf Town. Yeah, I think these are similar to the EverQuest macros. Yeah, no, some of the stuff is getting to be pretty decent as far as like vendor trash sales wise. And some of the like items that drop off the names that you would farm around this level are pretty damn good too. My stuff is getting a little old though. Like I've got 2 of this weapon, which is all right. +2 strength, pretty fast, more HP. It's good, but I'm like outgrowing the usefulness. I need to find something better. I'm going to say willing to buy steel daggers or better rogue weapons. Let's see what kind of offers I get. Oh, hey, what up? What up, Goblin? Yeah, see? I am. Okay, I'm glad you're here. Look at this. Let me see if I can get good lighting. Look how cool he looks with these 2 spears. Like, are you seeing this? Look at that. Is that not the absolute coolest that a Goblin Rogue can be at this low level? Dude, I freaking love it. And like, I don't think there's a whole lot of like good one-handed spears, which is unfortunate because this looks so freaking cool. Like I'm willing to keep using these for a bit longer than I probably should because it just looks that awesome. But I have it on good authority that you might have a little bit of pull with the design team there. So if you could encourage them to give us more of this, the dual spear goblin, that would be pretty freaking cool. Just saying. Oh man, that's gonna be so neat. That's gonna be really, really cool. I've seen some of the animations that Delaric is working on for like various stuff, like whatever's been posted in the Discord, and he'll also like message me whenever anyone posts any cool animation stuff. Like that deep gnome flex, that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see that like animations are starting to really get close to the surface in this game, because I think it already looks cool, but it's just going to look that much cooler when everyone, you know, acts appropriately when they attack and whatnot. Oh yeah, dude, that was so lifelike and cool, and like to be so expressive with such a tiny little frame like that, I loved it. I can't wait. I would hope that there's an appropriately cool Goblin Flex coming, because right now I don't have one. Oh, they're doing good work. They're doing real good work, for sure. See if I can find a group. I might just have to go pickpocket for a while, but that's also fine. Let me put pickpocket back on the thing here. Oh, very nice. That is a nice animation. I never get tired of that little when they jump. It's so fun. All right, we're gonna go rob everybody in the dunes until we find a group. No, I didn't know that. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god, I'm gonna jump like 3 times more often now. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that's perfect. I hope that they keep those sounds in forever. Like, those should not be ever considered placeholder. They fit so perfectly. And like with that story behind them, like they have to keep that forever. It's just too perfect. Oh, the goblin laughs that are on the way. Oh, that's gonna be so good. They should be like mocking everybody, I feel. Especially like as a goblin rogue, right? When the tank pulls the mob, or when someone pulls the mob and the tank uses the taunt and the mob is attacking the tank, and then I fucking bust out of stealth with an ambush and a backstab and a freaking stun and like a speed increase, and that whole combo of moves has done so much damage that it rips the aggro off the tank and it starts attacking me, I should get like the most rude, mocking goblin like possible. Like that would be so good. Oh, dude, bribe is a really cool feature. I want, and maybe it is, and I'm just dumb, but like, I feel like it should be. Oh, I am dumb. In alpha, you had to keep that on your ability bar, but now you can put it right in your hotbar. Hell yeah, I'm gonna use that way more. It's like a second vanish, kind of. Oh, cool. I was watching some of the icon stuff that you were working on, and they all look really good. I didn't see the bribe one, but I bet it's pretty appropriately goblin-y. Oh, shit, I already had bribe in my bar. What the hell am I thinking? I had it right here. All right. Let's get robbing. So my pickpocket skill is still pretty low. So I basically have to get closer? Why can't I pick your pocket, dude? Oh, you know what? I think I know what I gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do a little /reload if your stuff isn't working correctly. Yeah, all the new icon stuff that I've seen on stream looks just great. Like, I enjoy these. These look fine. It's just sometimes, as you are clearly aware, you know, it's hard to tell apart at a glance when you've got a bunch of stuff that uses essentially the same icon pack. But everything I've seen on stream looks pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is just kind of the fist right now. But like, it's my favorite ability. Even if I don't get to use it that often, it's just so cool to like to know like if I'm, you know, at work and maybe on the game when I shouldn't be, and I can't commit to being in a whole party, I can just walk around and like rob everything, and that still gets me progression. So if I had like a cool, I don't know, more than just a fist icon, it'd be even more fun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's going to be cool. I am a firm believer that pickpocketing is a trade skill. So it should have an appropriately sweet picture. Okay, my pickpocket attempt failed. So we wait, we try it again. Failed. Oh, you know what? What level is Armitage? 11. Ooh, I don't have anything quite his level. What is my pickpocketing skill? 9, which is insane because I have done a lot, a lot of pickpocketing. It just must be one that takes a really long time to level up. Oh, look at that. I'm at 10 now. That's pretty good. Oh. Oh no. Do I have my Wood Elf fighter out there still? I will reply once I kill this dude. Okay, so I know that in a recent patch they changed something about like skill up rates and made it like more not easy to do, but like more standardized. Something, I don't know. But I do notice that I went up 2 or 3 probably skill points just quickly, whereas before it took me like literally hours to go up to like 7 or something. All right, let's see. We're gonna get lucky. Are we gonna get lucky? No, I don't think it was a level thing. I think it was. I'd have to go back and read the patch notes, but there was recent patch notes that said that they did something about a change to how skill points are awarded. Something about the formula or calculation was changed. I don't know exactly what, but I'm already gone up 2 more times. Like the leveling right now is crazy faster compared to earlier when I was leveling pickpocketing. This is great. Oh, snap. I think it has the same legs that I'm wearing. It is. Okay, let's keep robbing. Oh, okay. All right, then that must be what's going on, because my pickpocketing skill is way lower than every other skill that I have. Cool. Did I ever actually rob anything from him? I don't think that I did. But I was able to keep doing the same guy over and over again, which is neat. Didn't have to keep moving from target to target. I think maybe after I pickpocket something, I might stop getting skill ups, but I'm just going to keep trying. Because, like, if you play this game enough, you know that, like, getting together the silver for a new alt to, like, get its spells and basic equipment and stuff can be expensive, especially when your highest level is, like, 25. So being able to just max pickpocketing and just run around and, like, pickpocket silver while I'm doing other stuff in real life seems like a pretty good way to, like, make passive income. I definitely want this to be max level. Oh, dude, you should roll a rogue, dude. All right, I will see you later. Thank you for hanging out. It's always very fun to talk to you. If you do roll a rogue, like, we should do some rogue stuff. Like, I will show you the little bit of goblin roguing that I have learned. It'd be really fun. Like, kill this snake anyway. He's pissing me off. Oh. Oh, I don't even have him targeted. I guess he can live. All right, I'll see you later. Oh my god, I should have read my chat. I need to be behind my target. No wonder it wasn't working. Decisions on the class is killing you. Dude, I totally relate to that. I didn't know what I wanted to play. Well, let me rephrase that. I know exactly what I want to play, and that's going to be a Deep Elf Enchanter. 100% chance. Like, I need to play that. That was my EQ character. I got to do it over here. It's my little VTuber guy. They're not going to be out for quite a while, so I had to pick another class that I thought would be, like, on par with my EQ Enchanter, like my Deep Elf guy. I tried every class through Alpha and through Beta. In the very last, like the actual last day of Alpha, I decided to try a Rogue, and it was the greatest experience ever. The rogue kit with the goblin body together is something to me that is equally as cool as my deep elf enchanter, which I didn't think was possible. So my best advice is try classes that you don't think that you're gonna like, because you might find that it's the one you play. I did not think I'd be playing rogue, but like that one day was like, nah, this is it. This is the answer. There's no other answer. They can be sneaky. They can go anywhere. They're tiny. Everything looks cool on them. And they just have that beautiful, sinister, kind of insectoid, kind of alien face. It's just the perfect package. Deep Gnome Wizard's going to be sweet. I think I'm going to do a Deep Gnome Elementalist if they can do that. If they can't, I'll do a Deep Gnome Wizard, because it's like the total like Vivi from Final Fantasy. They got those big glowing eyes that remind me so much of that little guy. Goblin Wizard? You got a Goblin Wizard? Did you get a Goblin Wizard? I didn't think those were available. Dude, Goblin Rogue is like one of the peak classes in this game. I think if I were to like visually depict this game for someone, I would show them my Goblin Rogue, because it shows everybody, you know, what the game is about. It's an MMO. You're a dude. You got spears. You got weapons, whatever. But then a goblin. How often do you get a playable goblin? Not often. Not often. You snuck one on... Oh, you lucky duck. You lucky duck. I have a Goblin Enchanter on playtest. And a Wood Elf Rogue. But I think I'm going to play the Enchanter for the upcoming playtest. I've been abstaining from Enchanter life. But I'll give in just this once. They're redoing those. Like, I already thought they looked completely serviceable, but like they're gonna be even cooler. Like, I'm ready for that, dude. Of course, now in Viz instead of sneak, but you know, you get it. It's gonna be excellent. Oh, okay, okay. Well, it's cool that they're even targeted for an update. That's pretty great. Because, like, I think they look completely fine. Look at that. Sneaking around. Yeah, this actually might be kind of a dangerous camp to practice robbing in. I'm going to find another humanoid. Are you aware of how fast a goblin can move, or a rogue can move, when he has sew and does the sprint and jumps? It makes him look like he's moving so fast that it's like glitching the game. He's not glitching the game, it's just moving very quickly. And when you do it on a goblin with their just like spindly arms and shit, it just looks like something out of Warhammer. Like I got launched out of a freaking catapult or something. It's such a cool vibe. I need a humanoid with pockets. Okay, so... dude, I love it. It's fun. This song that's playing in the background... I don't know if my stream is loud enough to hear the background music, but there's a old 4X Civilization style game called Alpha Centauri, and this song reminds me so much of the music in that game, because it's just kind of a little ambient, a little electronic, and then there's those like doom 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 little, you know, strings every so often that Alpha Centauri also had. It just always kind of reminds me of that game, which is great because that's also one of my favorite games. Oh, perfect. Good, good. All right, this bandit's getting robbed. I'm going to Robin Hood him. Quit moving. Dude, the whole soundtrack is a banger. And like that was one of the things that struck me the most about playing EverQuest was like how good most of the music truly was. Like especially if you have an ear for that kind of older style of like MIDI music. Oh shit. Oh. Well, good thing I didn't rob him because that would have messed up their loot table. But no, the EverQuest music was just so good. And I feel an important note, pun intended, to hit when you're trying to make a game that kind of rhymes with EverQuest is you have to have a equally great soundtrack. It doesn't have to be the same genre or the same instruments. It just has to be equally great and inspiring and matches the visual quality of the environment. And this soundtrack kicks ass. Every song, a banger, perfectly suits the environment. Nothing feels out of place. It all feels natural and of the universe, and it's fucking good. Oh, one last thing before you go. I'll have them one day. Let's see. Per weapon. Dude, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be a lot of work. So I know that's a, lofty goal, but that would be fucking sick, dude. Oh my god. Could you imagine a tiny little goblin like heaving around some giant great scythe and just swinging it, and then just the momentum carries them and bounces them or something? That would be so freaking cool, dude. Oh, that's amazing. But no, I totally understand to temper expectation. That's a lot of extra work, but it would be well received. Dude, my pickpocket's already 20. This is wonderful. Oh, wow. All right, man. Thank you again for hanging out. It's always a pleasure and a joy. And I will see you around. Oh, shit. He got mad. I got a backstab now. Although, to be fair, I did level up my pickpocketing quite a bit on him. Are there any groups? Huh. No, not my level range. Unfortunately. But like leveling pickpocketing is fun. I think it's a chill thing to do as I wait for a group here. Yeah, no, I agree. You would think that a game called Guild Wars would have more guild wars. Maybe that's just me. But I did like the PvP in Guild Wars 2. That was the main thing I did when I played that game. I killed a developer. I have an achievement for it and everything. Shot him in the head in the game with my ranged shooter class, whose name I can't remember. But I did. I shot the developer. He was like just in the PvP arena, like talking to PvPers and like, you know, getting feedback and hanging out and like having a good time. And I was just like, walked in, and I was like, oh, developer, PvP, fucking unloaded on him before I even knew what was going on. And then he respawned and he just like did the same thing, but he stayed just barely outside of the PvP zone. I kind of felt bad, but like, you got to shoot your shot. It might have been the engine. Is there like a class called Deadeye or something? Like, it has been years. He is like a sniper. That was the class I was playing. Let's try to find some more people to rob. You look like a good target. Okay, that's, I think, what I was. That sounds like something I would play. I played more Guild Wars 1 than Guild Wars 2, definitely. But I did like 2, mostly for the PvP. But 1, honestly, I like the PvP there better. And with the Reforged that they have now, whatever the hell it's called, it's a good time to play too. Very fun. Works well on the Steam Deck if you got one of those. I skipped school to do like the 1-day head start or whatever that you got for pre-ordering Guild Wars. Oh, well, the good thing about GW 1 is it's not going nowhere. They may do more content eventually, but like, you're fine to just get that on a deal and put it on ice for a while. It's already aged like a fine wine. It's only going to get better with time. Dude, they do take so long to kill, and like, they're light green cons to me. They're just fucking rogue damage isn't as great as it could be. I'm not gonna lie. That is part of it. I mean, I'm like literally level 25. My ambushes and backstabs should like fucking cut these dudes' balls off. But, you know, I can still do it. But that's why it's taken so long, is the damage could be a little bit better. And my equipment could be better too. But, you know, who's going to deny this fashion of 2 spears? Yeah, dude, I am 10 levels above them. But, like, look at my combat log, if you can see this. My stab hit for 26. Okay. Ambush for 50. That's not bad. Auto attacks. 9, 10, 13, 12, 10, 7. It's not terrible damage, but he must just have a shit ton of hit points or something. And also, my, like, little burst windows are on, like, a 10-second timer because I have to uppercut them so they get stunned and then run around behind them stealth and ambush. And that kind of, you know, takes a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it really has not changed that much at all. But that is a common thing that people say about the rogues and a lot of the feedback on Discord is that their damage is not where it ideally should be. Like, mechanically, I'm doing it right. Stun them, go behind, ambush them, keep your buffs up, etc., etc. But the numbers don't really go up. But I'll get him some steel daggers hopefully soon, and maybe they go up a little bit. But yeah, it's basically been about that for quite a while. Yep. But it's still a really fun class. Like I still enjoy it. But like I've played a rogue in WoW for a really fucking long time. So like I just enjoy pushing those specific sequence of buttons, and nothing's gonna change that. But I do wish that the damage were better. And the crazy thing is, even with the damage as it is now, even at level 25 and it basically being the same as it was at like 18, parties still notice the damage increase when you get into them. Like it's damage is a little weird in this game sometimes, but you know it's in beta. They're working on it. I was frequently suggesting thrown abilities, screaming it into the stream chat whenever Nick was live. But like everybody, you know, screamed every fucking idea in the world out there. Thrown abilities would be cool. They've said they're working on more poisons. I think that could be potentially a cool game changer. But like, also, I don't really want to farm to maintain damage output that other classes don't have to farm to maintain. But you know, whatever. I will take more poisons. Wizard, definitely flavor of the month. I immediately rolled a wizard. Immediately when that patch came out. Instantly. I was like, dude, enchant my staff and get free spells? Fuck yeah. And then I realized I didn't quite understand what the changes were. But it's still cool. I still think wizards are fun. But I like my elementals a little bit better. I might just switch to my paladin. Looking for one number bandits at the Oasis in shaded dunes. Yeah. That's part of why I never really played like Assassination Rogue in WoW that much, because I also didn't really like poisons were fun, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't like my main thing. I didn't want to just constantly keep making sure that I had my poisons applied, that they weren't ticking down, and it was only a few different options for poisons anyway, and then they were heavily reliant on your target being poisoned for like a whole spec, and it just, I want them to add utility. That would be cool. Maybe one that does a crazy extra damage that you just have on by default when you don't have a reason to do the other ones. But anything to give us more damage would be neat. Oh, Ranger is cool. I played a Ranger to like 15 or something in the alpha. They're fun. I like that they have like a little bit of ability to off tank. Oh, there we go. There's some humanoids. Actually, those are undead. I don't think I can rob them. I can rob this guy. I like Ranger though. Doesn't really get a lot of the ranged abilities that I was like expecting a Ranger to get, but it can like kite. It can kind of off tank. It can kind of solo. It's got so. I like it. Oh, come on, man. I definitely can vouch for Elementalist as being a very fun class. It's like a sleeper class. I didn't expect it to be very cool, but like good damage, lots of utility, and buffs from the pets. It's a pretty neat kit, especially if you're a Shaman fan from WoW. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go back to where those bandits were. And then maybe go to, I guess, Sungri? Maybe? I don't know. This is the true reason why I wish more people had beta access. Because I play at this time of day, and when I logged in, there was 300 people. And now, about 2 hours, 45 minutes later, we have 156 people, which is, you know, unfortunate for people who are like late owls like me. I'm reduced to just roaming the desert and pickpocketing people. Oh damn, my stealth wasn't off cooldown. 2 throwing abilities, 1 single target, 1 AoE, 2 traps, poison dart trap, explosive trap. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty sweet. I was thinking that like even something like deadly, you motherfucker, even something like deadly throw from like WoW, like it was like a 5-point combo finisher, but like anything to just like finish off a target that is like below, 20% health and is running away. Like, give me at least something to clean that up. Like, I don't know, more anything would be cool. Like the kit as it is now is functional, but like there's room for design there, and room to give us some more fucking damage. But I digress. It's still a very fun class. And regardless of its state, it is what I'm going to main when early access comes out. No doubt. Okay, I'm going back to the bandits. At least they stay in one spot. Yeah, that is basically the consensus that I've seen on the Discord from people who play rogues is it's not so much nerf fighters because they're out damaging rogues, it's buff rogues because fighters are out damaging rogues. Like fighters are great. I think they're in a great place design wise. But yeah, rogues should be doing a bit more damage than a fighter. Definitely. But I don't, judge the class long term based on how it is now. For the damage problems that it does have, like the core kit that it has is functional, especially the kind of the mix of the CC abilities that you'd get from a WoW rogue sprinkled into the EQ rogue formula. That works. So I have faith that in time it will be a fully functional class, and I'm still gonna fucking main it. It's too much fun. For sure. As far as I understood, before I really got deep into this game, the general design was supposed to be like wizards and rogues and archers were supposed to be like the A tier damage, and then, everybody else beneath them. Even if they were also high damage, those were supposed to be like the peak of damage. And I don't think that is quite true currently. But we are, definitely in beta. There's still a lot of time to change that. Even early access is still kind of a form of beta, realistically. So I'm sure they'll cook and it'll be fine. My real concern is how they're going to handle Enchanter. But that is such a hot button topic that I'm staying out of the debate. I'm just going to let the chips fall where they do. Perfect, here we are. Bandit. I've actually heard that specifically about Spellblade. That like it's like I've played it. It's a little bit wonky at lower levels, but I've heard multiple times that like past a point, like in the late end game, Spellblade becomes like bonkers, crazy good damage. I don't know exactly what's doing it. When I look at the kit, I feel like something is missing from the equation. I cannot tell exactly what, but it just feels like it's like 75% of the picture, kind of. That's probably a good point. I am not sure on that either, but that is a good point. $50? God damn. I mean, as long as it all shakes out in the end, that's fine. Like, you can have a rough voyage to max level, but as long as at max level it works, then, no, we're good. What? Archer gets double attack on bows at 50? Holy shit, that's really good. That's crazy good. If you have the time, I can throw those pants on me at the bank. You know what? I'll try to do that. Let's try to see what the hell Elf Town is about. One of my guildies has an item they would like to give to my warrior, so I'm going to try to navigate not Kelethin, which I'm really fucking bad at. That city is beautiful but confusing. I have I think a cleric alt, like level 1 that I haven't started playing yet, named Immaculate, and your username keeps reminding me that I should play that character because it's a fun name to have. Do one last desperate attempt to buy some weapons before I go check out Elftopia. Ooh. I'm going to give some silver over to Freeport if he will accept it. Let me put that in the... Oh yeah, there's a shared bank slot. But I think everyone in chat now mostly has played the game. For those of us who haven't played the game, we have shared banking. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit of shared banking. Let's go. Oh, he's been grinding out then. He don't even want money. Well, how about that? Let's go out there. Oh, this is a wolf ghost dog? What? Ghost wolf? I don't think I've seen a ghost wolf in this before. What the fuck? Must be someone's pet. Oh, hey, a llama. Damn. I noticed him too late. Yeah, see, look, there's Immaculate, the human cleric. I wanted to get the name Marion Heretic, which is like from a comic book, but I couldn't get the name Marion, so I went with Immaculate instead. What is my character out there, man? The fuck? I legitimately do not remember the name of my warrior. What's the warrior? Oh shit. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate that. Ah, there it is. Am I level 1? Oh yeah. I died and forgot that I died and I didn't know where my body was. I was gonna recreate it. Whoops. Oh, dude. I went nuts making characters on the first day. I was like, I need to get cool names that, like, I want to play all these classes. Of course, it's like a 3-month beta. There's no way I'm going to level all those classes. But I went crazy leveling them all. You know what? I'm just remaking her. I'm just remaking her. Because I don't know where her body went. And she had nothing anyway. So I'm just going to remake her. I reserved Bat with the intention of getting the last name Man. I have my wizard is Wonder, and the last name, if I get 20, is going to be Woman. I don't know why Wonder Woman's a wizard, but I got Wonder Woman the wizard. All right, let's make a new Wintaria, shall we? Wood Elf. Fighter. I keep calling them fucking warriors. They're a fighter. God damn it. Hair preset to green. Skin tone to this color, whatever that color is. Face set to kind of fucked up. Got some scars. Eyes to green. All the strength, all the some stamina. I'll give her more strength and stamina because I don't really care right now. We're gonna go bronze. She's getting more damage than fucking stamina. Yeah, we're gonna go. You got smoke. That's pretty freaking good, dude. Especially if you, I don't know if you're a BattleTech fan. But if you had the last name Jaguar and we're Smoke Jaguar, which is like the coolest clan in BattleTech, that'd be pretty cool. But in general, Smoke, very good name. Very cool. And we're going to go Lumberjack for this one. All right, new warrior experience. It's not gonna last very long. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but we're gonna speed running to the bank to meet Freeport and collect some very cool stuff. A visually very impressive city. Functionally, my brain turns off when I try to navigate this place. I learned today from oh hey, look at there, look at that, woo woo, bow, bow, wave. Oh wow. Oh, thank you so much. Oh shit. Oh shit. Do I have room? Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you. Okay, so I need to put these pants on. I don't remember where the turn-in guy was for all that. That's excellent, though. Holy shit. Look at him. Look at him. He's pretty geared, too. Look at that green claw. Dude, hell yeah. Free is another person from our guild who our guild was able to help facilitate beta access for. He's only been in for a couple days now, and he's been fucking going hard. He's very good. He already knows the city layout and everything. Look at that. Ooh, I got a sew. To anyone who is watching or might watch this VOD later, if you do intend to play this upcoming playtest or any of the playtests that may happen throughout the beta, consider starting here in Philindril. It's a little weird to navigate, but if you can learn it, you will have a much better time getting camps and actually getting EXP. The strange things you'll encounter are probably a lot of ranger tanks. The only tank that can really be rolled out here is a fighter, and I don't tend to see those very often. Be prepared for a lot of like triple druid groups. Oh my god. I gotta look this up. Oh. Boots are 1 wing, 2 scales, and a hide. 1 wing, 2 scales, and a hide. Wow. I haven't done this quest at all, dude. I haven't done this quest, period. This is great. Cloak is 3 scales, 1 hide, and 2 wings. Oh. I don't have enough. Oh, shit. Well, I fucked that up a little bit. I'm not gonna tell him that I fucked it up. I'm greatly appreciative that he did that. Dude, that's excellent. But I'll wait. I think he's got bags for me, so I'm gonna wait. That's very, very kind of him. Okay, I'm gonna follow him to the fighter area. See, he already knows this whole town so well. I have a vague idea of where to go here, but he already freaking has it. Oh, right here. See? I didn't even fucking know. I have to go in here and talk to this guy. Ooh, level 2. And then I go and I talk to him. Then I go over here and I do take blade. And then I go and I combine the blade in here with this, and I do that, and I make this blade. And then I bring it over here. And I show him, oh no. Not you. Oh no, I do show you. Oh, I guess he doesn't want it. Oh. Alrighty. Okay, let's take a look here. So I do need to get going to bed, unfortunately. I'd much rather stay up and keep grinding and streaming and hanging out. But I gotta work in the morning, which is stupid. But it's technically my Friday night. I got Thursday and Friday off, so I'll be around more. But let's see who we can raid with our group. Who's on? They want me to they're trying to get me to raid Dead by Daylight players. That's not the right game. We're gonna go to, oh dude, Wicca's got a lot of people on. Let's go to Wicca then. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it as always. And this was the stream that I broke 100 followers. So, yippee. I had a great time. And I'll see you all hopefully in the next day and a half. I think the day after tomorrow, I'll get back on and try to stream some more. But it is that time. And yeah. Thank you all so much. I'll see y'all later.